Hey everybody, welcome to Love and Reload, the voice of the relocation industry. I am your host, Ben Cross, and I'm so blessed and honored to be here with my good friend, Nina Taylor. Nina, how are you doing?
Okay,
It's so good to see you and be here in person with you.
Finally.
Oh my gosh, this is great. We are live here in Tampa at the CHPA conference. It is 9 a.m., which is too early. They promised me they'd stop doing things at 9 a.m., but they didn't. No, we are here live in the expo hall, and it's also the first day of Black History Month. So on Love and Reload, we are repping and representing. Look at that.
Gotta represent my people.
There you go. The shirt says it all. This is beautiful. Check in the comments. Let us know who you are, where you are. We're going to be talking about corporate housing. We're going to be talking about entrepreneurship. We're going to be talking about everything and anything. Put it in the comments if you got questions or you want to just give some shout outs. Let us know who you are, where you are. Check in with us. Look at this. We got Jamie Massler.
Hey, Jamie.
Hi, Ben and Nina. Cheers from Tampa, JW Marriott. Jamie, come stop by, say what's up.
Yes.
We're in the expo hall, floor 4. What up? Hit that like button also if you're checking in right now. This is so cool. This is my first CHPA. Is this your first CHPA? This is not your first CHPA. You're a seasoned veteran.
I'm a rookie. I'm not a rookie.
You're a veteran.
I'm a veteran.
Veteran. How many CHPAs you got?
This is like my third or fourth.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. And what brings you to CHPA this year?
Well, I'm being sponsored by one of my clients, Layers. They're doing some really great things in the Dallas market.
What up, Dallas?
I know. What's up?
Shout out Dallas is better than Houston. Everybody knows it, right? No? Okay. All right. Sorry. We don't want to get political.
We need to see corporate Nina today.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll talk later.
Keep the earrings on.
No, but Layers is one of my great clients. I've known him for 2 years now. We've been working on this incredible project of developing their short-term housing brand, and it's absolutely amazing. They just got their first Layers building in the Galleria area in Dallas.
Galleria is a nice area.
So definitely come check it out. Definitely reach out to me if you need inventory. They're blowing up. It's doing some really incredible thing in the service department, temporary housing sector. And it's been incredible. We also have another development, Taba Waters, in the Denver area. So please let me know if you want to partner. Definitely are seeking other people to kind of connect with and continue to grow the brand. In the past 2 years, it has literally done some amazing things. I would love to sit down with anyone and talk about it. But yeah, it's my baby. I'm so proud about it. It's one of my biggest projects I've done since I've started my company.
If you've got questions for Nina about this development or anything else, put it in the comments. Check in with us right here. Let's see here. We got people checking in. Danny Herskowitz. Good morning, Ben and Nina. Here in freezing New Jersey, enjoyed Tampa and the conference. You know, it started out chilly here, but the weather improved. It's warmed. Robert Brizuela. What's up, Robert? Hey, Nina and Ben. Nina Taylor is an inspiration to many. Wow.
Thank you.
She is, though. Her
Thank
your energy is so incredible.
Thank you.
It
20,
really is.
21 years in the game.
It's so incredible. This is great. We got a question here. Richard Rejuice says, how's Layers spelt, please?
It's just how you say it. Layers.
Where can people find them? How do they Google them?
So you can go to layerslife.com or just reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'll give you all the scoop. Daniel Farber, who's the CEO, it's all backed by HLC Equity. They have amazing inventory. I always, of course, shout out Dallas because that's where I'm prominently, blowing up the sector. But we have so much stuff going on, Oklahoma, Texas. We're going to be all over the country. So yeah, please reach out to me if you're interested. Like I said, partnerships, you need inventory. You need other things in order to work with us. It's still a new product for us. It's been 2 years, but the great thing is it's in that developing baby stage where we can really do some really great things with a lot of providers. So definitely reach out to me whenever you can.
Nice. And if you've got any markets, throw it in the comments that you want to see, or need some help in. Shauna Shazanowski from the team, repping Glomo. Good morning, Tampa.
Hey.
Hello back from Rio, Brazil. She's back. She was in Colombia, Cartagena for her birthday weekend. That's how we do, Glomo. Everybody going somewhere. This is great. Making moves. Look at this. We got Melissa. Good morning from Danbury, Connecticut. What's up? Everybody hit that like button. Throw a little heart out there right here coming to us from Tampa. We appreciate all of you so much. Let's see here. Richard checking in from London. So we got London in the house.
London.
We got Brazil in the house. This is great. John is loving the shirt.
Thank you.
You want to give us a rundown real quick? There you go.
Our friend Jamie's coming back.
Oh, there we go. Look, this is when it's working.
We got some sponsorships.
This is when it's working, when we're just calling out to people on the internet and then they come show up in real life. This is amazing, right? This 2022 stuff right here.
Photo bomb.
Jamie, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, everybody.
In real life, Jamie. It's good to see you, buddy.
Good to see everybody.
We partied well last night.
We did. We had a great time last night.
That's
Had a
right.
great time with Ben the other night.
Yep.
Hey, we don't talk about Ben. All right, that's the new song. All right.
Now Bruno.
Not Bruno. It's
It's
Ben
Ben.
now. We don't talk- this is great,
Well,
man.
I'll let you do your show.
Sounds good.
Black History Month.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's good. Represent.
Yep.
We're gonna.
Perfect person represent.
Exactly. Thank
Awesome.
you.
I'll see you around.
Sounds good. Take care, man. All right, look at this. We'll do on my way down. Look at this. It's great. It's great. Carlene's checking in from Houston.
Hi, Carlene.
H-Town in
Happy
the
1 year
house.
anniversary, breast cancer free.
Oh, God bless. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. I love her. Love her so much.
This is fantastic. Keep checking in. Let us know where you're from out there. We got John Chris checking in from Trunk Moves. Okay, what's in the trunk? I'm always scared to know what's in the trunk. Too many movies. Mike Belia, good early morning from SoCal. Watching this
Hey.
show while I ride
Very
the
early.
bike.
Very early.
Nice. I don't know if I can keep up with those Peloton instructors, but we're gonna get you
No.
pumped up today, Mike. This is what's up, Robert Briswell, South Florida. You in South? So he's shouting out marketing. Tell them.
Okay. Yes. Hit me up on LinkedIn. Let's DM. Let's connect next week, please.
Yeah.
I need to recoup from this week.
Yes, for sure. And then Renee Stegman checking in from South Africa.
Oh.
So now we've got
What's up?
Africa, we've
London.
got London, and we've got Rio and Brazil, South America, and of course we're in North. We
We got
got.
3 continents.
Is anybody from Asia out there? Can we get Asia in the house? Can somebody tag their
Are
friend
y'all
in Asia
They
and
might
get
be
y'all?
asleep.
They might. I don't know what
I
time
don't
it
know.
is in Asia
It's
right
like
now.
13, 14 hours.
Maybe. I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Anyway, so this is great. Real quick though, shout out the shirt though. I want to know who's on the shirt.
We got everybody.
Sojourner Truth. Yeah, I'm ashamed to say I only got 2.
This is actually $13 at Target. So if you want your Black History shirts, they actually have a nice Black History section at Target, like near the front. Go get you some shirts, represent. They even have kids stuff. So they have all different types of shirts, colors, everything. They're representing, of course, all these small Black businesses, Black owners, these leaders that are really trying to represent our people.
All right, I'm going to ask on behalf of white people. Do white people rock the Black History shirts?
Facts.
Yes.
Y'all
okay.
should.
Yes. Don't feel bad.
Everybody
feel good.
should rock
Feel proud.
everybody. You got to support everybody in every way, in all ways.
Love
So we only get 28 days. So
Yeah.
come on.
So get with it, y'all. You're behind already, okay? You're a day behind. You're 24 hours behind. So I want to understand a little bit too about your entrepreneurial journey. It's something I'm fascinated with. It is. I'm just really fascinated. So tell me a little bit about your company, about your journey, and yeah, I'm just really curious.
Yeah, so when I actually moved back so I've been in New York for 13 years, as most of you guys know. But then when I moved back to Texas 4 years ago, I moved to Houston. Shout out to H-Town. And I decided it was just time, after being in the industry for almost 20 years at that point, that it was really time to me to venture off and do this industry in the way. Sorry.
I'm just gonna get you close to the mic so people hear your story.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I need to project.
No, it's good. Just loudly.
But to really represent me in this industry the way that I see fit for my clients. And it was organic for me to just start building this brand and listening to my clients. And it would just so happen, Daniel Farber, who's the CEO of HLC Equity, I was in Bali for my 40th birthday.
Wow.
And he reached out to me and he was like, hey, we do multifamily properties and, commercial space, but I want to do service apartments. And it was like perfect timing. And so we literally built the Layers brand in the lounge in Bali while I was waiting for my flight. And we put it together with a great team. Shout out to Lucas Hewitt, who's also part of the team consulting with the brand as well. He's in New York with tons of snow. Love you, Lucas. But we pretty much gathered it together based off of what the client needs. And that was me kind of branding it and really reaching out to the people that actually wanted it. So it has been a labor of love to work with, the Furnished Quarters, the Oakwoods, and all of those and the Gables who gave me my experience. I'm extremely blessed for the opportunities the past couple of decades that I've had the opportunity to work in this industry. But to now be on the entrepreneurial side, it's like no other. To wake up every morning, to love what you do, to represent the people that you want to represent, to actually go out there and kill it in this industry, which is the best in the game. And to meet people like Ben, who actually not only want to be in the industry and help the people, but also help us Like, I love when our colleagues want to actually help and promote and improve us. So very grateful, very honored, doing it back in my Texas grounds. You know, H-Town's a little different for me. It's only been 4 years, but you know, I still got love for Dallas every now and then. But no, it's been great. So layers, like I said, that has been like definitely a great opportunity to continue to grow in the service department, sector, because so many people are getting in our industry in some shape, form, or fashion. So to be able to do it at this scale and this level, through my company it's really been great. So that's why I'm so excited to be back at CHPA. It's been 2 years, and to be able to really represent it so that I can start, sharing and, allying and supporting and helping you guys. So I'm all about, of course, supporting and, reciprocating that love. So whatever you need, please feel free to reach out to me at any time.
Yeah, if you got questions about corporate housing, about entrepreneurship, about Nina, what she's doing, throw it in the comments. We'll get to you. But Nina, this being my first CHPA, I was so impressed when I got here about the diversity in the room, and not only that, but the Black entrepreneurship and the amount of Black CEOs.
Yes.
It was kind of a moment.
We got a photo shoot. We did that a couple of days ago, which was great because we did another event back in San Antonio back in October, and I missed my shot to get all of these pictures because what I get so excited about is seeing people that look like me, doing the work like me, and actually supporting each other. That is such a blessing to watch in action because you don't really get to see it, but you get inspired when you can see it, feel it, and touch it. So to see all of this color and this beauty in this industry right now, and we're having the conversations like we did yesterday about, equality and diversity and how important that is, especially as women, because I not only represent my race, I represent, of course, my females as well. And, we have always had a presence in this industry. So it has been truly important for me to kind of double whammy it with, being a female, being Black, and just, doing the work. And now it's just fun. It's just a good time just to wake up every morning and just have fun.
So when I come to CHPA, I see Black entrepreneurs. When I go to other conferences, I don't see as many. What is it about corporate housing specifically, this industry, that really kind of is more fertile ground, maybe?
Yeah.
What is it? What is it about it?
I think because you have so many different opportunities to really connect in so many ways that make sense for you. So my brand started out with, helping faith-based organizations. It started out with, helping other people back in New York. And then my clients were reaching out to me like HLC Equity to do a layers brand. It's all about really knowing how to pivot, how to really grow, how to really, see people's potential, and really respect when you're not good at something, getting people on your team that actually is good at it, and respecting the growth and the journey. Embracing that journey as an entrepreneur is not easy, but it's definitely worth it if you can just stop thinking about the end goals and just focus on today.
Yeah.
Put your mark at where you need to be right now, and I promise you it'll be worth it.
Hit that like button. Throw these send some hearts out here to Tampa, to Nina. We appreciate this so much, the story. We got so many great comments coming. Keep the comments coming as well. We appreciate all the love. This is great. Jamie saying love this industry. Ben and Nina are aces. What up, Jamie? Thank you so much. Shaniqua Harper, congrats, Nina. What an inspiration.
Thank you.
That's cool.
Y'all inspire me every day, which y'all don't know. Oftentimes I don't get to see a lot of you guys. So
What do you mean when you say that?
Because I see the work that people do behind the scenes that necessarily don't get accolades for, and I'm watching. So just as you watch me, I watch you all the time too, and I'm definitely grateful.
And I want to echo that too, right? Because people say, inspiration or connector or whatever. But you know what? Without the encouragement of the community, right? Because we're not talking to ourselves, we're talking to the people, right? So without y'all showing up and getting in the comments and hitting that like button and just supporting and just saying all the wonderful, beautiful things that you pour into me is really what I use to pour back, right?
Yep, exactly.
And so just keep doing that, and do that not just for me, but do that for everybody.
Yep.
Because when you pour into people, like, it matters. Like that cup has a bottom to it and it fills up.
That's that expression: when you give, you will receive tenfold.
Yeah.
Keep giving. Keep giving, keep promoting, keep serving, keep doing it, keep loving it, 100%. Keep enjoying the journey.
100%. It's beautiful. Let's see. We got some more comments to check in with everybody. Keep them coming. Robin Spindle says, good AM, Nina and Ben. Good to wake up to your smiling faces at CHPA. Oh my
we
goodness.
Miss you, Robin.
Robin, it's good to see
I love
you.
your hugs.
Oh, that's great. John is saying pure inspiration and an amazing energy. So happy to have Nina back in the show, especially today. Yes, she is amazing. You have amazing.
Love it.
Where does that energy come from for you?
Because I'm happy.
Okay.
When you're happy and you have a good peace of mind, and I always say move forward by faith, not backwards by fear. You have got to move. That's the whole goal. Move. Keep moving. Do it with fear, because I definitely had a whole bunch of it. Even though my company is the Sweet Faith, I had a lot of fear.
Do it. Well, there is no faith without fear.
Facts.
Right.
Facts.
So doing it scared. I'm a big fan of that.
Always.
How do you do it? Because momentum is amazing. And when you get momentum, you keep momentum. But how do you get going from that inertia of like, how do you start? That first step is always the hardest step.
Prayer. Thankfully, I do have a strong backing from my mother, my support system, the people around me. But even when you don't have it, because I know in the news lately, there's been a lot of deaths, a lot of suicides, and just note, like someone said, check on your friends that are always happy and, glowing and all of that. I don't want to say I'm always like this. I have my days. I cry hard. It's not easy. So always remember to watch out for all of those other people that you feel are so strong and they got it and they don't need you. You never know. They might need you. So keep them in prayer. Keep yourself in prayer. Keep strong. Check on everybody. No one is indifferent. Everyone goes through their own pain. So please, love on each other.
That prayer thing is real though,
It's
because when I have these moments of self-doubt too, and insecurity, right, and imposter syndrome, and all the things,
Facts.
right?
We talked about that.
Yeah, seriously, and seriously, when you're feeling like that, honestly, prayer really is the thing that gets me going. So,
facts. Yeah. So if you need someone, or if you just want to call, I got y'all. I got you. Like, I'll be there for you like you be there for me. We're going to support each other. We're going to hold each other. We're going to walk through it with fear. It's going to be all right.
That's beautiful. Robert Brizuela saying, love your ebook. And so does my network. Real quick, you want to plug that ebook? Tell us what that's about.
So it's called Move with Faith. So it's basically talking about short-term housing, how I got into it, some of the different projects I started out with as an entrepreneur, the different directions you can go into it, and basically how to make six figures. So, if you're interested in it, DM me. I will send you the link. And anyone, of course, that's watching Ben's show, all free of charge. So just send me the link and let me know that you're interested, and I'll send you the link.
That's awesome. Hit that like button, DM Nina, connect. That's what it's all about. Jamie was saying the DEI&A, so I got to rewire myself. The DEI&A session was amazing. The session was recorded, and I highly recommend watching. Yeah, we were in that together. I learned something yesterday. It's diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility.
Correct.
Which, learn it all the time.
You have to keep learning. You have to keep understanding and crossing over. That is really important to understand other people's journeys. Whether you agree with it or not, it's not important. The fact is you need to keep continuing to educate yourself.
Well, and I think that sometimes we feel like we're pretty smart about some things.
Correct.
Whether it's corporate housing or it's DE and I, we think we know everything, right? And then boom, DE and I and A pops up, and you're like, wait, I need to reconsider what I know here.
Exactly.
And I need to go learn some more. I need to get more information, So stay malleable, in your thoughts and your minds. Keep evolving. Let's see here. John is asking, where can we watch it? Jamie, I'm gonna give that one to you, buddy. Shane checking in. Great story. Nina.
Thanks, Shane.
Awesome. Hit that like button. Let's see here. Richard, shout out to you, Nina, for all you do in this regard. Big shout out to you too, Ben, for covering so many topics. We just don't know how to approach. You know what, Jamie, I appreciate you, and that's really what Love and Real is all about: is creating spaces and creating opportunities. Because you go to CHPA, there's 6 sessions maybe, right?
Yep.
And so you can't get to everything, right?
That's right.
And then of course we only do 6 sessions, right? You cover the big topics, right?
That's right.
The headline stuff, right? But there's so much more going on than just the headlines. I think you've seen that with the news too, right?
Richard does a good job at that.
Yes, Richard. Shout out to Richard.
Summertime.
Gosh, somebody was talking to me. I wish I could remember who was talking to me about Richard last night, just saying what a wonderful human being he is.
I cannot wait to see you, Richard. Hopefully, if not this year, next year. I cannot wait to toast to you for all of the things that you do in this industry, for everyone across the pond and beyond. You are a true inspiration.
We're going to give you an early morning water toast. We're going to do a water toast to Richard Majewski out there.
Well,
Appreciate
it
you,
might
man.
be water.
It's water for me. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's see here. All right, let's see. We got Jamie. Let's see here. Jamie, Jana, Robin, good advice. I miss you too, Nina. Let me know when you're in NYC. Misty's giving you the amen for the people in the back.
Amen.
What's up? Let's see here. We got a question. Oh, we got a comment. Misty, I just sent a connect request. Love your ebook. Brand new entrepreneur in this industry. Started in 2020. Love it.
Yes.
Misty, why did you decide to start your business? I want to know. I love these stories. I love that hear about that moment, that aha moment. I want to go back to a question that kind of we talked about before about, you know, entrepreneurship, especially Black entrepreneurship, but there's also a lot of female entrepreneurs in this room as well.
Yes,
and
my ladies.
One thing I observed, and I got a theory about a little bit about this stuff, right? One thing I observed, and you talked a little bit about, there's so many different ways you can contribute. But corporate housing, when we talk about diverse businesses, and we talk about disadvantaged businesses, whether it be WBEs, woman-owned, or Black-owned MBEs, and you know, whatever, it's a lot of it really is at the heart of it. What they all have in common, they're all small businesses. And you have to have if you're going to have a supplier diversity program, you have to have a small business program. Basically, is what it is, because there's so many things that big businesses do in their procurement methods that keep small businesses out of the company, right? So, for instance, they say you have to have a $1 million insurance policy to do business with us, right? Or you have to have a cybersecurity insurance policy of $5 million. Right? Like all these things, you know, that would keep a small business out. So when I see, you know, when I'm in the room with folks, I'm noticing that a lot of these are businesses of 1, 2, 3 people. Right? And they're out there and they're making a big contribution in their market in corporate housing, but they're not a big company.
They don't, but you don't have to be. And that's the goal. Like your piece, your mark can be such a boom in an industry when you're a disturber. So when you are really finding how you can set yourself apart in this industry and actually make the improvement and change to move forward in the direction that we need to be going, it doesn't matter how many people's on your team. It's what you do with that time and with you and who you're doing it with. So I love what I do, because when I'm consulting for like just layers, because I love it so much, because we've been like really working it for the past 2 years so hard during COVID. And to know how successful it has been, that's a testament to not just me, that's a testament to the HLC team, that's a testament to everyone that's stayed with us, that's a testament of the hospitality that we offer and the on-site team at the properties. You have to give credit where credit is due, and you keep pushing. So it can take a small team to make a really big punch. And also, I would say, especially as a, you know, get your certifications, woman-owned, you know, minority-owned, incorporate all of that into your business, make yourself known, network with all of those local groups and chapters. That's really important for you to stay in tune with where you're based. Yeah,
that's interesting. I want to ask you about that, you know, because I've been to a lot of WeBank events. I've been to some SDVOSB events here in Tampa, Midway Air Force Base. How effective are they in helping you get business?
Huge.
You think so?
Huge.
Because I've been frustrated in the past. You've had success with that.
I have. So I've gotten government contracts, and that's through the networking, through the organization. I've been on different panels where I got to actually speak to people who have come before me of how to actually transition into where I am right now.
Because mentorship is so important, right?
So it's not always necessarily going to be the financial that you're going to get out of it. Sometimes you're going to get, you know, the mentorship. You're going to get the direction that you need to go, and the money will come. So it's not necessarily, when you first start, it's not going to be about the money, because it definitely wasn't my first year. But that's also what my book talks about. But like I said, when you put yourself out there and you reintroduce yourself to new organizations and new people, that's how I was able to actually connect, you know, with Daniel Farber over at HLC Equity and create layers. That was the first time for me, from start to finish, creating a brand under my company that really has grown to something that I've been able to do for all of these other top corporate housing, you know, companies in the past, you know, decades. So it's all about really believing in yourself and just honing in on those experiences and just finding growth from there. So you will always have an opportunity if you put yourself out there, because if you're standing behind and you're not going to say nothing, you're not going to speak up, you'll never know exactly what you're creating. So keep your voice out there. It doesn't have to be loud. It can be big enough to just be heard, and you only need one. You get that one good client, sign a good contract,
right?
You good.
Yeah.
And and just keep building from there, just so you have something to add to that testimony.
And finding that one big contract can feel like failure, like 9 times, and then the 10th time you win. You know,
Don't give up.
Don't give up. You know, for real. And that's where I think mentorship and encouragement also from your network
Facts.
comes in, right? And
Yes.
hearing people who have done it, went to market, 10, 100 times,
Yep.
and then that last one was the one. Shout out to Ray up in Vancouver. This is awesome. Rich was asking for the ebook. Fantastic. Misty sharing her story.
I got you, Richard.
This is great. Misty saying, I want to shout out Misty real quick. Here's her story. Started in the industry in 2018, fell in love setting up our places for our travelers. We are making them feel safe at home while they are away from their families and homes.
Awesome.
And she says she started her own business because it gave her the freedom to say yes more to my clients. It's all about them. Talk about purpose in starting a business and running your business as a leader and just as an entrepreneur.
There's a company here. They're wearing T-shirts that says "I'm free."
Oh yeah, shout out
Sean. So and Chris Paul. Like literally knowing that it's a freedom. It's a workable freedom, but it's a freedom.
Mm-hmm.
So because when you're under the umbrella of another company, you have to represent that company. And thankfully, when I was at Furnished Quarters, it allowed me to actually have a brand within their company, which was great. When you have a support of no one, and you can take away the facade of all of the things that everyone else wants you to be, and you have to actually build something off of who you actually are, that takes growth, that takes strength, that takes understanding, that takes encouragement, that takes faith, that takes movement. So it's been an incredible journey. I don't think I would have ever met you had I not been on this journey. I would have never really owned who I am as a Black woman in this industry had I not moved in this light.
Why is that? That's an interesting comment. Why is that?
Because you have to put on the facade of representing someone else and what their brand is and who they are. I'm building brands now that actually exude who I am and what I represent and how I want to serve people. Because at the end of the day, it's about serving. So when you actually tune into that light, the opportunities are endless. The work is going to be hard, but it's worth it. I cannot express that enough. And I'm not saying you have to be necessarily an entrepreneur in order to do the work either. You can still work if you're with a company that actually sees you for who you are. There's some loyalty there. There's some strength that's gonna, they stay good to you. I'm not gonna fight that because in my career, those have been times where I'm like, I ain't leaving.
Yeah.
Shout out to Craig Parton, my old boss. Like literally, that man is golden. I'm like, where you at? He's got me. He's been my mentor forever. I know so many of you guys love him so much. But it's people like that who keep you going, who keep you inspired, who keep you pushing. The honesty isn't hurtful, but he's honest. So it's the respect. And it's also the opportunity to know that your failures are setting you up for your strengths of what you're good at.
So this is interesting because entrepreneurship is not for everybody.
Correct.
I mean, a lot of people work for companies and work for entrepreneurs.
Correct.
And that's not a bad thing. And I want to be clear about that too, because some people are like, man, entrepreneurship is not for everybody. I was talking about to an entrepreneur actually, and I was like, I guess I got my theories about entrepreneurship and everything, but she's like, it's not for everybody, and you're right. But I think everybody does deserve to work at a place where they feel seen and heard. They can bring their whole self to work, and that concept of bringing your whole self to work. I want to understand, in your opinion, because you've seen all sides of it.
Yeah.
How do we create that environment as employers now for our employees to be feeling comfortable bringing their whole self to work?
I think the most important thing is knowing who you are. Don't be afraid to speak up and to actually highlight what your gifts are. So
as a leader, you're saying?
As a leader
of the company?
No, I'm talking about the employees.
Oh, the employees.
I'm talking about the people who shine all day long behind the scenes and want to, push themselves into a leadership role and want to do more, but, don't know if it's the right time, or especially as a female for myself, we often are just like, well, it's a boys club, or just don't think that you have enough. I'm here to tell you, you are enough. You can do it. Speaking up, the worst thing they're going to tell you is no. So if that's the worst thing you're going to tell me, why would I not do it? So if that's your challenge, keep pushing yourself forward so that you can still keep finding out what your true gifts are. You will never know unless your voice is actually in the room, unless you're stepping in there. And if the table is full, go build you another table. Go get you some more chairs. And then when a door opens for you, make sure you leave it open so somebody behind you can walk in back after you.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you have to keep moving that forward, and you have to keep pushing. So I say from an employee standpoint, before, because that's all I was in, corporate America, it is really important to know that you have a voice, and it's okay. And it's okay to fail. I always say I'm a product of my failures, not my successes. So please remember, failure is only setting you up for your best testimony.
Yeah.
So just keep going.
That's right. That's right. Shout out to Vinny Valverde checking in. Good morning, everyone. Bright and early from Portland, Oregon. Vinny, hardest working man in mobility out there. Just burning the candles at both ends out in Portland. Shout out to Vinny. Also, if you need to sponsor the Portland Relocation Council out there, hit Vinny up. They got some Stumptown sponsors and Rose City sponsors going on out there. Jack Jampel, good morning, Jack. It's good to see you, Jack. I ain't seen you in a while, man. How you doing, buddy? I hope the family's doing well. You got any questions for Nina about corporate housing, about entrepreneurship, about bringing your whole self to work, about being absolutely fabulous? She's an expert. Hit them in the comments. Hit that like button also, please. So I want to talk a little bit about this concept of bringing your whole self to work and kind of breaking through the boys club and breaking through, when frankly the folks that are in charge don't necessarily look like you, right?
Yeah.
One thing, and I'd like to hear your thoughts on this, but one thing I would encourage people to do is forming personal relationships with folks who are kind of at the table.
Yeah.
I think that one of the things that's the implicit bias. There's a lot of implicit bias, right? And I think that, and I'm not saying this is right, but I'm just saying this is what I observe. People tend to gravitate towards people and trust people who look like them, and it's not right. But it's I think it's human nature to some degree,
It's
right?
normal.
It's like that birds of a feather flock together kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so I think once we understand that there's implicit bias, then we have to actively counterbalance that. Right.
You got to start moving in rooms and places around people that you don't know, you don't understand. And that's the whole purpose of you growing. Because what you're going to get out of them is going to help make you the better person.
Right.
So we talked about that in our meeting about how we do gravitate to, people that look like us and, feel like we can connect with them and all of that. But the growth comes in to where you cross over, and how you can learn from another culture, from another race, from another ethnicity that doesn't necessarily have the same mindset as you, so you can really understand the why. Because you need to really get to the why in order to know how to help them. And if that's who you want to actually help and grow and support, then you need to be there for them in a way of understanding. It might not make sense in the beginning, but it's supposed to actually help you understand how to serve people better. So no matter what you're doing, just know you're going to get something out of it, so you can continue to improve yourself. And that's going to help you in your career, in your personal life, and everything else that you do anyway.
Love it. Hit that heart button out there. Send some love out here to Tampa. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Hosea Botley, good morning. Ben and Nina from Seattle. My good friend Hosea. Got people looking for booths back here. Just like, where's my... I was supposed to meet here,
Right.
but I didn't want to be on the podcast. Where am I? Right. Speaking of which, where's Sean? Get over here. Man, we're on live television over here, man. My next guest in here. This is great. Look at people checking in. This is fun. George Meyer, morning. Morning, George.
Morning.
Appreciate you being here. Adam Lowy, wishing I was there. Me too, Adam. There's some Move for Hunger t-shirts over here, Adam. They are pumping it right there. Benny's saying, I absolutely love this, serving people. This is what we are all about.
Facts.
We've got another guest here, too, that we were just talking about, but he's hearing us. We got to stop talking about
And he's free.
Yes, he is free. He is free. Come on in here, Sean. How you doing? It's good to see you, buddy. Good to see you.
Hello.
Sean, tell people about your company. Who you are.
So I'm with Reservation Software.
He's Sean Miller.
Yeah, Sean Miller. That's who I am.
I always forget your last name. I don't know why. I'm sorry about that. I'll work on that.
With a company called Reservation Software. I've been in the space, been in the industry for about 20 years. Multifamily, corporate housing, vacation rental.
Yeah. Part of the movement to really integrate the systems of the industry so that the data can interchange is there. Is that accurate?
That's correct.
Which is really the next evolution for our business. All businesses really.
Yes.
To get rid of the paper and the email and all the manual processes.
Simplify the processes, automate the processes. That's correct.
But I want to talk about your T-shirt, because this is when I first met you at ERC at the Glomo party in Chicago, and he had this shirt on, and I connected with you instantly, and I just want to know about the shirt.
So we're promoting something called freemium. You know, and everybody in the world's probably heard of free software. You give something away for free.
Yep.
So we kind of started a movement, the ability to provide enterprise software to a property management company at no cost. How do you give something away for free? So the shirt is the beginning of the movement that changes the control, gives it back to the management company, gives them the tools, and allows them to grow their business quickly.
Yeah.
With not having all the costs associated with doing it
Sure.
traditionally.
Makes sense. Some people say, well, how can you make money giving stuff away free? I would like to know that Google is free, you know, and they do all right.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
Yeah, they do all right.
And it's a simple model, right? We have strategic partnerships with
People often call you the Google of corporate housing. Is that true?
If you call me that, now everybody else can call us that. Absolutely. I'll take that one as a flag. Yes. Yeah.
But what else does the shirt mean, though? Does it have a double meaning or a triple meaning for you? What else does it mean?
And that's what it was, right? You know, as a bunch of guys, friends, and family, we're sitting around having a great marketing conversation, talking about what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And you have the epiphany, right? It's freedom. We're all free. We're free from COVID. We're free to start it all again, free from all the stuff that kind of tied us down. It's all about, hey, being out there, being carefree about what it is, taking your time, having a good time doing it, not just stuck in that box. And with COVID ending, right, we're going to say COVID at its stage today, transitioning.
We're COVID transitional right now.
Transitional
This
COVID.
is great. This is great. Richard's saying reservation software, seeing the demo, great product. Yep. Let's see here. Robin Spindell, good marketing strategy. Yeah, everybody's
nice.
loving it. I mean, it begs the question, okay, what is it about? When I see that, to me, that's an entrepreneurship kind of too. When I say that, that's what it resonates for me. That's why I asked you for the big boy side. I'm still waiting for my T-shirt, but you know, whatever. It's fine.
I'll be right back.
You know, I might have to pay. I might have to pay for that apparently, but everything else is free. No, but I mean, it's great. I mean, to me, it's like a call to action for people to really just embrace freedom. You know.
You know, we believe what it is we're doing will change the industry. The old guard, some of the things that were done the way they were, and partnerships. Half the companies in here now we're integrating with, and that's where our partnerships start.
Yeah. Vinny, I've heard you saying, love that shirt. You're going to have to send one out to Vinny up in Portland.
Yes, sir.
He'll represent and rock it. That's what's awesome. So it's also the first day of Black History Month.
Yes.
So we're spotlighting Black professionals on the show. What are your thoughts about being Black in the corporate housing industry, an entrepreneur, being here, running a company, is doing this thing right now?
You
Any
know,
thoughts?
I started in this industry so long ago. And I believe if you look back, maybe one of the first African Americans in space, right? 5 years
Wow.
in, 6 years in, 8 years in, 10 years in, you see one or two others show up.
Yeah.
And now, just like the previous interview, she's
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah.
It's amazing to see, you know, just the support.
So many folks in here now.
Absolutely.
Like we were over at the furniture rental party the first night, and it was my first CHPA event. I was blown away. I was legit blown away because I'm normally at ERC or I'm normally at regional conferences or whatever. And I mean, everybody's trying to do what they can do. But I mean, let's just be honest, like the room looked a certain type of way. And then last 2 nights ago, I was like, man, this is nice. This is like, and you know what? And you know what the other thing was too? They were owners.
Yes.
Which is different.
There was an event with the VRMA, and we had an opportunity for
Nina's mad.
Nina's
mad.
walking away.
Tell people why Nina's mad though. Tell people why Nina's mad.
Because it was an inspirational moment, and Nina just didn't happen to be in the room at the time where we've got a picture and we've got 7, 8 Black CEOs together in one space, captains of the industry.
Wow.
You know, captains of the industry.
Wow. What is it about this industry that makes Black entrepreneurship maybe more possible than other industries? Just because I mean, and I don't know if you have a frame of reference on that or not, but I mean, when I go into other rooms, I just don't see it. I mean, I don't see the representation in there at all, and then to see them at see owners, you just don't see that. And I just wondered if you had any thoughts about what it is about corporate housing specifically where you see folks can actually make that way for themselves?
It's where you come from. I think personally, the opportunity is there for black, white, green, yellow. It does not make a difference. However, everybody's fighting their own struggle. As African American, we started out small. I know a bunch of property management companies. They started off in ones and twos. They just taking that opportunity in the space. There's no color. Nobody cares if you're green or blue, right? It's all about you, your service, what you do, your word, how you provide it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Renee Stegman from South Africa checking in. What is the name of the company? People want to buy stuff, Sean.
Reservation software. Reservation software.
Pretty straightforward.
Easy.
Reservations. And when you're the first, you get like those really good domains, right? you really get some good stuff out there.
Well, one person asked me, like, reservation software. You've owned that for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
This was planned.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, this is great. Let's see here. Ray saying great strategies, loving the shirt. Everybody's loving the shirt. Do you get a lot of requests for the shirts?
I think we've got like 300. My business partner Don, one of my good friends, he said, I think we're gonna have to actually put them online so they can get them.
Yeah, he's like, the software's free. The t-shirts you gotta buy.
Oh,
it's great. That's great. Richard's giving reservationsoftware.com for sure. Will it link in there, Richard? If you throw the link in there, will it actually link to the website, or is like LinkedIn block the links because it thinks you're spam? I don't want you to end up on a list, Richard.
Well, we've got a LinkedIn reservation software, Facebook, Twitter, all the above.
There you go. Tag them in there. There you go. Tag them on the socials. Let's see here. Renee Stegman can speak with Brian McGuire. Look at this. Eric Bach. Look at this. Richard's setting. I mean, is Richard on the payroll? I mean, you don't got to answer that. You don't got to answer that. I mean, it's cool if he is. I mean, it's a smart move. I'm just saying, like, he's doing work out there. I think he's just sold more than Brian did today. Let's see here. No, just kidding. Ray's checking in. Send one to Canada. Everybody's digging it. That's what's up. Any advice you have for folks out there who are thinking about getting into entrepreneurship? Just curious, since you've been at it for so long and obviously pretty successful with it now.
Take your time, plan it, think the process through. Right? It's funny. Everyone says, "Oh, did you put a business plan together?" Yes, and a deck. You don't know what opportunities you sit in front of. You don't know who you sit next to.
So you had a deck. So you started. Was that because you had to raise money, or is that to sell, or what? Why did you put a deck together?
We had a nice exit from another.
Hey, Elizabeth, how's it going?
Hi.
Good to see you.
Good.
Elizabeth Soley. Everybody, how you doing? Everybody knows you there.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry to interrupt, but
No.
I just saw two handsome
Good
gentlemen.
to
I had
see you.
to,
I love her. I love your necklaces. Always so amazing too.
Thank you. Oh, quick plug. I'm about to do a panel,
Oh yeah, she's about to do a panel.
Yes.
and so it is all about protecting your business. We're going to have JR with Reside talking about HR and legal issues that could be pitfalls for your business. We're going to have Jessel with Xenia talking about technology, and then I'll talk about a little bit about insurance.
Nice. Well, if you're in Tampa watching this, go check that out. Thanks,
Come to the
Elizabeth.
GW Hotel.
Good luck with the panel. Awesome. Take care. You were saying though about the deck. You had a deck, even though. I mean, were you trying to raise, or were you trying to pitch people? Like, what was the purpose? Or was it just to organize your thoughts?
It's just to organize the thoughts, right? You never know who you sit next to. At the right opportunity, maybe, right? Would you entertain, a strategic partnership?
Sure.
Right.
Do you advise people to look for strategic partnerships or joint ventures when they're starting out, or should they try to like bootstrap and just go solo?
Once again, it's that planning. We've done it, right? We're self-funded, we're capital, we're well capitalized. It just depends on where you are, right? If you saved and you're prepared for that, but the partnerships is what it's all about. You have to have those strategic partners. You have to be connected to the titans in the industry, the guys that have been around, the companies that have been around to make it all work.
Yeah. Awesome. Fantastic. This has been a lot of fun. I got to go check out some panels, apparently. This has been great. Just the first day of a long month where we're going to be spotlighting African-American professionals in the relocation industry. And we get to do it today from CHPA, live at this amazing event. This is my first CHPA, and I'm so blown away by the vibe. And everybody keeps telling me this ain't nothing. This is like
Yeah.
half speed.
Yeah.
So I'm prepping because next year,
It's
New
gonna be
Orleans, Mardi Gras,
Yes.
like mind blown.
it'll be amazing.
Mind blown. So anyway, I got to rest up for that. Thanks everybody who checked in. Hit that like button. Leave a little love in the comments there. Ray, yes. Appreciate y'all. Robin, Vinny. What up, Vinny? Rich is over there selling hard for you. Appreciate you. There you go. That's awesome. Thanks everybody. We will see you on, do we have another show this week? We do, right, Stacey? Stacey says yes. Yes, we do. Fantastic. On not Wednesday, Thursday, right? Thursday. Check in Thursdays back to the regular time, 4 o'clock Eastern, and we will see you there.